Hold up.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and we are going to talk about the Eternals. And I have actually gone back and forth all day on whether I even wanted to cover this, because quite honestly, I don't have a huge amount of interest in this IP. I didn't have a huge amount of interest in the comics that came before the movie, meaning I'm not going to be super interested in the movie. The trailers, they didn't sell me. The marketing, it didn't sell me. A lot of the marketing, at least from mainstream media, was selling it on representation and diversity, and I didn't know enough about the story to be interested in anything beyond that. Now, I will say there has been some very unfair criticism of this movie. I know a lot of people are calling the review bombing fake on IMDb, but from everything I have seen, it is not. And also saying that it is being positively reviewed bombed, which is absolutely ridiculous because they are verified paying customers. And I will never basically look at a customer and say your opinions are not valid. If you are a paying customer, your opinions are valid. You are allowed to be there for the conversation. You are allowed to review it. I absolutely will stand by that. Now, there has been some more controversy surrounding that representation. And basically what it is the censorship of that representation. And if you've seen my community post yesterday, you may have a bit of an idea where I am heading, but it is being heralded across the internet that it was originally Chloé Zhao coming out and saying that this would not be censored, and then turned on its heel to say this is now censored because of the LGBTQ inclusion. Now, first off, neither one of those things I said are true, and I want to actually show you from the beginning of the story what happened. Now, I know there has been quite a lackluster box office. It is not doing well. It's not doing terribly. I know it's about 160 million worldwide, so I do definitely think this movie will, at bare minimum, break even. But I don't think this is going to be anything more than a Thor Dark World, right? You're like, oh yeah, I seen that once a long time ago, and that was it. Now, there will be people that absolutely adore this. It's a little bit different, right? It's not the typical Marvel formulaic movie that we come to expect. So there will be people that enjoy that side of it, and I absolutely don't fault you for it. I have yet to see it myself, so I cannot give you an opinion. I know all the spoilers, and I'm excited for some of the spoilers. So I think that is, something to look forward to, but I will wait to watch it until it comes out on streaming service, and it's on Disney Plus, right? So originally, when it comes to this whole situation, it was being reported that Chloé Zhao, the director of this movie, said that this would not be censored because of LGBTQ relationship. It wouldn't be censored. That's actually not at all what she said. That was greatly misinterpreted, willfully most of the time in my understanding. And this is what she actually said. I don't know all the details, but I do believe discussions were had that there is a big desire for Marvel and myself. We talked about this, to not change the cut of the movies. Fingers crossed. Now, correct me in the comments below with sources, but that does not say anywhere that it will not be censored, which leads me to my next point. And it is being reported by quite a few people that it was censored for the LGBTQ relationship. I believe it is Fastos, and I do not know his husband's name, but it is being reported that that is why it was censored. No discussion. It was censored because of a gay kiss. Again, none of that is true. It is being censored in a few areas, and we'll talk about those areas. But it's not just being censored because of a gay kiss. It is being censored all kissing, hetero kissing too. Let me give you a few examples, right? Black Panther, that had a hetero kiss in the same areas. Now, all of these movies I'm going to talk about, all of these examples I'm going to give you were all censored in the same regions we are going to talk about, such as Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, all of these areas, right? Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker, Watchmen, Bruce Almighty, Wolf on Wall Street, Puss in Boots, yes, poor Puss, he got censored. Talladega Nights. I love that movie, by the way. It's so funny and dumb and silly, and I love it. Onward, the Pixar movie. Yes, that one. Sex and the City 2. That one doesn't surprise me. I used to love Sex and the City when I was younger. Wonder Woman. Well, that had a little bit more to do with Gal Gadot and where she was from and what she did, but all of these were censored for a kiss, for intimacy. Black Panther specifically, for a kiss. This is a normal thing. It is an unfortunate thing, but it is a normal thing that Disney, Pixar, Warner Brothers, anybody does when it comes to these movies. They are normally censored for this region. So that takes us over to Deadline. In Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Oman, I apologize if I said any of that wrong. The censors were seeking further cuts beyond any scenes of intimacy, and Disney opted not to make these edits. Okay, so just a minute ago when I said in these countries, these are the countries that are omitted. My apologies. So they will not be censored because they wanted too much censored out. Meanwhile, in Kuwait, Qatar, Chloé Zhao directed Super Gods movie was blocked. The issue we hear may not solely be on a same-sex kiss, but rather that overall marketings have historically had a problem with the depictions of gods and prophets. Sometimes they consider blasphemous. Here is another reason, another instance of censoring. That is her, because of the gods, right? Because of the depiction of gods. In the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Lebanon, and Egypt, we understand that the version of the film will be removed to all intimacy, whether they hetero or homosexual. It is generally a normal practice in these markets. I just gave you 15 movies that this is normal in. This is pretty typical. Like, I know Lebanon is a little bit more lenient than most, but they did have, like Wonder Woman banned because of the Israel stuff with Gal Gadot. This is pretty typical. They do not allow kissing. They do not allow like grotesque blood. China doesn't allow skulls. They have all their weird, I guess it's not weird. It's normal for them, but I would consider it weird myself. Rules for censorship. Most of you know I am completely against censorship. Do I agree with this? No. Is this news? No. This is typical. Like, it is completely 100% expected. If you have been following Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Warner Brothers for any amount of time, if there's a kiss in it and you're going over to Lebanon, it is likely, or the United Arabs, oh gosh, I can't talk today. I apologize. It is going to get United Arab Emirates. There we go. I cannot talk. You can expect it to get cut. Has nothing to do with LGBTQ. It has nothing to do with the first gay kiss. It has to do with capitalism. So by that deduction, would that make all of these screechy channels that yell about, this is ridiculous, would that make them communist? Okay, so they're communists. Oh, communist confirmed. You heard it? Heard it? I'm done trying to talk today. You heard it here first on Nerdette's Newsstand. They are communist confirmed. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. But I just wanted to clear this up. I think this is silly, but typical of outrage, right? Pretty typical. Anyways, if you enjoy this movie, I'm really glad to hear it. If you hate this movie, let me know down below. Like what you like. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.